Everyone talking about Green Lunar by Stranger's Parfumerie, released in 2023 by perfumer Prin Lamros, my favorite perfumer. The notes in this are birch tar, cannabis, cardamom, copaiba, clary sage, cedar, eucalyptus, guaiac wood, green grass, green tea, patchouli, pink pepper, pomelo, tobacco, and vetiver. This is so good. Wow, yeah. As mentioned, Prin Lamros is my favorite perfumer, so I generally do tend to like stuff that he puts out, but I typically like stuff under the Prin and Parfum persona lines much more than Stranger's Parfumerie. Not that I dislike them, Stranger's Parfumerie, and there are some that I really, really think are excellent and loved by them, but it tends to be the Prin and Parfum persona ones that really wow me. This wows me, though. To me, this is the perfect take on a cannabis scent, high quality and nuance, but with plenty of freshness and not so earthy and diesely like a lot of cannabis scents. Granted, for some people, this might be, I don't want to say your nightmare, but the opposite of what you're looking for from a cannabis scent, because some people really want that pungent, hardcore cannabis smell from a scent. I do not. Like I always say, if I'm smoking weed, it's to get stoned, not because I want to smell like that, and I actively do not want to smell like I just smoked weed or whatever. But ironically, one of the few other cannabis scents that I really liked a lot was Ganja Kasturi by Prin as well, which is very much on the intense side, but in general, I don't like pungent cannabis scents. The inspiration for this one is based on a northern part of Thailand where locals harvest cannabis right after the full moon with the idea that moonlight brings special benefits to the cannabis plants. So cool inspiration, and I think the scent delivers for sure. There's a rubberiness to it from the birch tar that I like. Definitely aromatic, fresh green side, and the eucalyptus is used perfectly here, in my opinion. Enough to add a fresh, invigorating, sort of airy green quality, but not so much that it becomes sharp and menthol-y like eucalyptus can often do. Stuff like the pink pepper adds a nice little pop here without being too hot. The pomelo gives it this kind of apple-like bright shine for parts of the scent, while stuff like the tobacco and vetiver and whatever other dark notes keep it dark, and I don't really pick those up individually, but it seems like they maybe add just some kind of darkness that sort of balances everything. The fresh woods give it this outdoorsy quality as well. For me, this for sure goes under best of cannabis scents list, but yeah, I really, really like this. $90 for a 30 milliliter, moderate longevity and projection, and I would say pretty unisex overall. And in terms of the risk of are you going to smell like you just smoked weed if you wear this out? I mean, it would depend on your skin chemistry and even just how it interacts with your clothes or whatever, but I think it is a risk. It might be. So if you're in an area where that would be really taboo and you definitely don't want that, I would maybe avoid it. But it's also not one of those where it's oh, you're clocked as smelling like weed for sure either. So kind of in between in that sense. But yeah, I love it. And I'll link in the description where you can check it out.